Welcome back to America Decides. A major climate summit is underway in Azerbaijan today, and uncertainty over the U.S.'s commitments to combating global warming is front and center. President-elect Trump has said he will exit the Paris Climate Agreement again. That's an accord signed in 2016 with the aim of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. The U.S. withdrew during Trump's first term, but rejoined it under President Biden. Climate envoy John Podesta criticized the former president at the United Nations conference today.
In January, we're going to inaugurate a president whose relationship to climate change is captured by the words hoax and fossil fuels.
CBS News national environmental correspondent David Schechter joins us now. David, thanks for being here. How are nations at COP29 responding to all of this?
Well, I think that there's a lot of question about the leadership of the United States now in the world when it comes to climate change. For the last 4 years, the Biden administration has taken a central role in trying to lead the world through the issue of climate change, bring countries together, and also a lot of legislation inside our country to reduce the worst impacts of climate change. Now you have a complete change of direction, and as Podesta is referencing, sort of potentially a lame duck approach going into this COP29, and then the people of the world, the leaders of the world say, well, we probably shouldn't be listening to the Biden administration anymore because the Trump administration we know is going to come in and make significant plans, up to pulling itself out of the Paris Accords, which would just change the entire tenor of the conversation.
What could another Trump administration mean for global efforts to address climate change? What does your reporting tell you?
I think, it's two ways to look at it. A withdrawal from leadership around the world and opening up a vacuum for other countries to be part of this, like to have a bigger role, like China, which 40% of Chinese GDP is related to the green economy. They're very interested in this, and they want to export their goods around the world. They would like to be a leader on this issue. On the other hand, you'll hear a lot of people say, look, climate change is more than a U.S. problem. Of course, the U.S. is a huge contributor to it, but this is a world problem. No other countries followed Trump when he left the Paris Accord the first time, and it's probably not likely that they will again. So countries still are going to come to the table with their commitments. It's just a question of the biggest player not being there, I think just adds a level of uncertainty.
So what does the climate look like in terms of what scientists are talking about and what their concerns are, in particular for what world leaders should be doing in the coming years?
I think right now there's a report that just came out that the world has reached 1.5 degrees of Celsius of warming for the first time ever. So it's going to be the hottest year on record ever. And at the same time, we have now exceeded this level that scientists told us is what we need to hold to. And we're going to overshoot that. So it just puts the whole thing in context. We got wildfires in New Jersey right now. We have more extreme flood. We have more extreme fire, more extreme drought. And at this moment, when the world is coming together for answers, the world is just getting worse. The countries need to make their commitments to this issue. They need to stick to their commitments, or the experts will tell you we will just not hit the marks on keeping our planet cooler.
David Schechter, thank you.
Thank you.